the way they interacted with each other and the way they made me feel at home very quickly. And I just liked the kind of rural setting. Because I had 2 years of teacher training and I taught 1 year, it was decided right away that I should go into teaching. And right after novitiate, our first profession, I was sent to Deer Park to teach. And that was an eye-opener because I taught first grade and I had 60 first graders. So it was a challenge besides an eye-opener. And then I went to Louisiana. Now this is after 25 years of teaching. I was down in Louisiana and I worked as coordinator of religious ed programs, both in Hanville and in Vacherie. It was a hard mission because I was coordinator of the religion ed program, and we had over 200 people in that program. I was the only one down there of our sisters. And I not only did that, but there were so many other outreaches where they expected me to be part of. And I became part not only of the work there, but of so many families. And I felt I was greatly loved there, and I loved the area and the people. And I can say that about my mission up here with the senior sisters, too. There were so many good days, and to see some of them leave us was always very, I won't say traumatic, but grief-filled, because they brought such love to the whole group. When I entered, our sisters were going out on these 2-week summer, I don't know if you want to call them Bible school or religious ed classes. And every summer, after our teaching the full year, we would come here and we would be assigned to one of the northern parishes to teach religion. And that was to prepare the students for First Communion, confession, and confirmation, all within that 2-week period. So I was sent to Washington, D.C. Catholic U and got a course. That was 1954. Came back and taught my first class to teaching lay people to be religion teachers. And in encouraging the pastors of our whole Diocese of Superior to institute that in their parishes, rather than a 2-week period, to have a weekly instruction period during the school year. And so Sister Jeanne d'Arc and I conducted several workshops just for lay people to teach. And we also had the seminarians in there. And then after that, it was our duty, I don't know if you want to call it duty, but our desire to encourage pastors of all these small parishes in the Superior Diocese to have lay people conduct weekly religious instruction, so that religion became more a part of daily living rather than a 2-week endeavor during the summer. The energy to do this type of work comes from my motivation, I think from Matthew 34 and 35, where he says, I was naked and you clothed me, I was hungry and you fed me, and all of those down. And I like to change that to, instead of I like to change it, Jesus was hungry. Jesus was poor. And he says, what you do to the least of my brothers, you do to me. So that motivates me to help people to not be hungry and have all these other things that go with living in poverty. What I think of is all the good that we have done and all the people whose lives we have touched. I don't think that's going to diminish, whether it's because of family and relatives that we've helped, or the places where we've taught or worked or ministered in some way. I think that is going to remain, because we often have people coming back and said, I remember you way back then. And I have people keeping in contact when I was down in Vacherie and Hanville, and those kind of things. And I think the Lord has blessed us over all these years to be able to come from a very strict order to one that became progressive, and we could reach out into different ministries in such a variety of ways.